know who told you were naked, then he asked, did you eat? Why? Because he already know what's going to happen to you when you eat it. And it didn't happen until people were. That's why you got to be real careful about who you touch and agree with. When you touch and agree about something, you got to make sure that person is right in their spirit. Because, see, they can tell you one thing, but then on the inside, it's another thing. That's why you got to be careful who you touch and agree with. Don't be just going around. We just go around talking about, the Bible say touch and agree. You better know who you touch and agree with, because you might be touching the wrong person. And I'm going to tell you something. We already got enough mess in our life. Why want to pick up somebody else's mess? We got enough. I don't care who you think you are. You got some mess too. Look at somebody and say, you got some mess. Don't sit up there and act like you don't. You got some mess. There is always room for improvement. Even Apostle Paul says, that I may know him. There's always room for improvement. As long as you got warm blood running through your veins, you're going to have to fight your flesh. And if you don't, you will lose. Don't let anybody trick you from that. Don't let nobody put you up on a pedestal as if you're a spiritual giant. Stay humble. Stay humble. Humble yourself under the mighty hand of God, not under the mighty hand of people, that he may exalt you in due time. How's they eating of the tree? Well, I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat of. Verse 12, very quickly. And the man said, the woman whom thou gavest to be with me, she said, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. And the Lord God said unto the woman, what is this thing that thou hast done? Now, God did not tell the man, how dare you point your finger at this woman, because he's not the one that got deceived. A lot of times when you're in relationships, you might not be the one that would deceive, but you touched and agreed with somebody who got deceived. And when you touch and agree with somebody that got deceived, then you fall under the same iniquity. That's why a lot of folk get mad at me. People get mad at me. I'm going to tell you why they get mad at me. Because it takes a lot to stand. When you standing for something, you make enemies. And not even trying to make enemies. Because, I'm not going to be an accessory.